do not know anything about Biafra, struggle. You do not know anything about freedom fighting. Freedom fighting is beyond coming to social media to make speeches and speak Igbo language. Freedom fighting requires people with high intellect, that their brains are hot, and I happen to be one of them. Everything I'm doing today have its purpose and have a reason why I'm doing it. Whatever decision I have taken today is, one, for the best interest of Biafra. Two, is the promise I've given to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You do not want to know what I'm doing. Stop attacking and chasing shadow. It's never going to lead you anywhere. Only if you people know the damage you are doing to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you will be ashamed. There are informations that is available to me which none of you know. Of course, you know some of the people you are trying to defend know it because they are part of the evil plan against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. One is that the code I have, you don't have it. It is the same you, Master Prophet, that said, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have given that message to you from Simon Ekpa to broadcast on Radio Biafra, you will never deliver the message. So if you have succeeded in killing Simon Ekpa, the time you were making all your concussion and all that, are you going to be proud to advise Simon Ekpa today? No. What you don't know is that I know what I'm doing. And consistency, truth, genuinity is the key. If you had succeeded in eliminating Simon Ekpa, the time you were tying baby and doing all those nonsense on social media, you will not have Simon Ekpa today to advise. But today, because I know what I was doing and you didn't know what you were doing, I was able to defeat the criminals and the enemies of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And your charm and your juju did not work on me. If it has worked on me, you will not see me today to advise Simon Ekpa. But today, you were able to see me to advise me because I was doing the right thing and you were just wallowing and living in ignorance that I caught up with you and your family. So what you don't know is bigger than you. If you have followed me from day one, I have never deviated from this struggle. And if, like I said, if you have succeeded with the time you were attacking me, doing all those nonsense on social media, are you going to still have Simon Ekpa today to advise? No, you will not have me to advise. And the way I was right, then when you were doing all those things and I continue to do what I'm doing, is the same way I'm right at the end of the day with all this nonsense you are spewing out of your mouth. So I want you to just pipe low, because if you know what I know by now, you will be slapping Kanu Takano. If you know what I know by now, you will be slapping Aloy Ejimako. You don't know what I know. You don't know. And I don't want to share many things on social media. There are some things I share on social media. There are some things I don't share on social media. I'm not saying you should believe me. I'm not saying you should believe me. But there is nothing that will change me from the path I have followed. Nothing. Because I have seen all of you are fake and fake people. Even the so-called Aloy Ejimako that was, trying to come closer to me, betrayed, including lying against me. So what I'm trying to say this evening is that you have not seen the best part of me. I am still coming. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu order will never be taken from the DSS dungeon. And anybody that is not happy with it should go and bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out. You see, whatever I'm doing today has nothing to do with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He did not give me the order. And I have made it very clear. We exonerate him from everything we are doing today. That particular thing has been made very clear to the public, including to the Nigerian media. I am fighting on my own, leading the Biafra government in exile, and it has nothing attached to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The only thing we are doing is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remained the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. And by the virtue of the recognition given to me by him, I am standing here to fight for his release. And we do everything within our power, everything within and without, to make sure we put Nigeria government in a very tight corner, and they will not have any other option than to release him, either by bail or whatever condition they want to give, but they want to see him out of the dungeon. You people cannot be enjoying your life with your family, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is wallowing in DSS dungeon. And they will come to you to say, Simon Ekpa is the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not released. How is Simon Ekpa is the reason? If they are telling you the truth, that what I'm doing should be the reason they should release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come and stop me.
All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we bring you back-to-back update and information. As it is hot right on your screen is the inauguration of the governor of Imo State, His Excellency Senator Hope Uzodinma of Imo State, Onwa, as they call him. You can see as the video is going, and you can see plenty dignitaries who graced the occasion, who came to make sure that the inauguration becomes a successful one. As it is, too many questions are going around. Some people are saying so many things. Did he really win the election in Imo State? How did it go? But going around Imo State and the rest of them, it seems as if the people has no biased mind, and they believe that however it is, whether the governor takes it by the bull or by the horn, say let him be allowed to complete the remaining 4 years as they go. Staring at your screen, you can see governmental dignitaries, the president of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You can also see the vice president, Kashim Shettima. You see the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio. You see other kings. It's more like a roll call for kings. The Oba of Lagos is there. The Jaja of Opopo is there. The Obi of Onitsha is right there. I hope Uzodinma is also there. You can Rochas Okorocha, the former governor of Imo State, also graced your occasion, and a lot of dignitaries. If the president of Nigeria is there, that is to say that all Nigerians came for that particular event in order to make sure that Oga Nani Hope Uzodinma is inaugurated into the office. As it is, the question of the masses is, how are they going to do it? Is it going to be just like the past 4 years? Or is there any new invention that the APC government wants to bring into Nigeria? Of course, you have been hearing some kepu where the EFCC is threatening some ministers, making sure that they bring out the stolen money. And some people are asking questions, and they are saying, what about the Abacha loot? What happened? The Abacha loot that was recovered during the time of the Muhammadu Buhari, what happened? How has it been used? And other people are saying, what about the money that was recovered also during the starting of the former president of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari? I think if you are good with history, and if you have been paying attention to what has been happening in Nigeria and its government, you will agree with me that the same thing that is playing out in this beginning of Bola Ahmed Tinubu's regime happened also at the beginning of Buhari's regime. Of course, a lot of money were recovered, both Abacha loot and money that were recovered from past governmental parastatals. Some of them went into the EFCC, and the rest of them, Bawa was the chief worker for Muhammadu Buhari as at the time, of which you know that Bawa was also probed immediately Tinubu entered into office. And the question is, what happened to the recovered funds? What has it been used for? How has the government implemented it? Has there been any accountability with regards to that fund? Meanwhile, let me hide the volume of what is happening at Hope Uzodinma's inauguration in Imo State, so that it will not be Mama de tell son.
We say government don't reach for one politician hotel for Imo State. They say they don't finish that hotel, oh, burn and down, set on fire. Another kepu they show us say the hotel they link to the governor where we say they for him where they call Oga Hope Uzodinma. They say the hotel follow belong to Ramo. You know, say some of these politicians waiting they do be say if they office they go they buy property with another person name, so that when they go come down, if you want probe them to collect all the properties, you know go fit find out, because they use people name buy them, or they fit use company name buy them. So these people they hide their properties, yo. But the thing say we don't know. We know those things. It's just that for the court of law, they say get talk where we say the reigner. They say you go explain style, no evidence. So if you go to court, they explain. You know get evidence. That one be say you go explain tire. So now the information wey be say e dey out for our table say the government don vex, say the things wey be say dey happen for obodo, say e no gbadu dem again, say make dey take justice into their hand, do the things wey be say they wan do since the politicians no wan do the needful. But na say e get this talk wey dey talk. E get one experiment wey one American psychologist did. What this man did was that he came into class. He's a lecturer. He sent one of the students out without doing anything. And because of that, because of the fear, other students kept quiet. And he called them. He said, "What did this student do?" They said, "Nothing." He said, "Why did I send him out?" They said, "Nothing." He said, "Why did you not protest that I sent this student out wrongly?" He now told them that this was an experiment he carried out. And he said to them that one day you kept quiet because it was not you, and you felt that it did not concern you. He said that one day it will also be your turn. And he encouraged his students to always speak out when they see some things going wrong. And that is it. Asị onye fụrụ ọkụkọ ebe ọ na-abọ nsị ya chụpụ ọkụkọ maka na ọ mara ma onye nwa ya atụ ụkwụ ya. Ịghọtago ya bụ okwu bụlụ okwu ma bụlụ enu. Now, e get another thing wey be say e don happen for Abuja. They say Supreme Court again don catch fire. E be like say today na fire news. They say Supreme Court don catch fire. Of course, you know say our brother P2B don carry in case they go wetin they call am, they go for Supreme Court there. He say the things wey be say they talk for tribunal, say he no go gree. We no go gree, oh, we no go gree. Tribunal must change, oh, we no go gree. But P2P don't forget say na Nigeria in dey. Say for this Nigeria, na the person wey be say dey for office na him dey collect judgment to lawyers, na them put them there. Chief Justice na him put them there. So how you go expect justice where the office of the Chief Judge na appointment? I don't know who put this kind of constitution for Nigeria where we say na the president go appoint Chief Judge. My brother, make I be my sister. Anybody, all our fans where they listen to us for this channel, I want to ask you, talk through by yourself. If somebody can't appoint you, put you for office, where be say that office where they put you self, you know, reach am, you go betray am, you no go betray am, you go protect your own person. This thing na life psychology, na life reality. So you no go they blame all this Chief Judge where be say na the governor they appoint them. I think it's high time they start doing this judiciary office by voting also. Because since it's by appointment, when the president appoints Chief Judge, he also has the right to remove the Chief Judge. So what do you think? That's a truncation of justice. Meanwhile, let's go down to what is happening in Abuja so that you can see. Festus Akande, the public relation officer of the court, says the fire incident that occurred on Monday morning has no connection and won't have an effect on the presidential election petition. Speaking during an interview on Arise TV on Monday, Akande stated that the fire outbreak won't affect anything in the court. He said, as a matter of fact, there is no single connection and it won't affect anything in the court. This incident occurred in a chamber equipped with a computer and other equipment as well as a functional library used by any justice occupying such chamber. The only thing that was affected were the books and the computer equipments in the chamber. Even the books are replaceable. Also, it has nothing to do with it because it was from an electrical fault which could happen anywhere, and there are things that happens daily. This one, the Supreme Court, they defend themselves, say the thing wey we say don't happen. They say it no go affect judgment. We be say P2B, they apply him an article Abubakar. But he get one thing where we say it they confuse me. For example, now they say okay, Oga Titi and Nubus no being win the election again. Who is going to become the president? Because now Atiku be second. So does it mean that if the judgment at the Supreme Court says let's impeach Tinubu and fix Atiku there? What is P2B going to do? Is he going to start going for court again But now politicians, they get plenty money to spend. Say once you become politicians, my brother, money go full your pocket. But if na foreign world, Western countries, they go check you, checkmate you, waiting they give you money. But they like that for African countries. Now why all these things they happen. Meanwhile, let's go down to another information where ohanezendigbo they comment Southeast governors. Ohanezendigbo. See them there for your screen where they fat like that, like say them be nama. These people make them they play. They say the Upper Sociocultural Organization Ohanezendigbo has commended the governors of the Southeast in their efforts to bring development to the region, thus reassuring Ndigbo not to despair over the current situation, adding that things would soon turn around for the Igbo. My point is that this is the promise they have been giving Ndigbo for a long time now, and even up until now, nothing has changed. Things are still the same way. There is this song sung by Tupac. He said, "That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. That's just the way it is. Oh yeah." But for Alibo, things are still the same. Well, kudos to one of the governors, Governor Oti of Abia State. I believe in the Abia State got what they bargained for. I heard that Cemetery Road now has been fixed. That Arara Road also has been fixed. Those places used to be very bad. Our correspondent, we make sure that we go there. I'll bring you what is happening there live so that you can see the works of Oti. And also kudos to the VC of Futo who stood her ground and decided that justice will prevail. Sometimes I imagine how the professors rig election for politicians and expect their students to do the right thing, which is very, very wrong. You rig election for the students. You are a professor, an academic juggernaut who people are looking upon to bring about justice in the state, and you end up rigging the election because the politicians have given you money, and in the same way, you are expecting your students to do the right thing. Of course, it's not possible. Makanasina mile sigo nisi webalo. Amano sita debama nyabi fede balugbo. You want to go make I still go for that news where Ohanezendigbo they praise Southeast governors. You go better make this Ohaneze they talk the truth to President General of Ohanezendigbo Chief Emmanuel Iwanyanwu made this known at the Cathedral Church of Good Shepherd Independent Layout Enugu during a Thanksgiving service as part of this year's Igbo Day celebration, which takes place at the Michael Opera Square Independent Layout on Friday. Iwanyanwu, who was in the church service alongside the leadership of Ohanezendigbo and other Igbo leaders, said the people of the region have the potential to be great again, noting that his administration was doing everything possible to put them to work. The Igbo group's leader revealed all these according to a statement issued by Dr. Gozie Alex Obonia, the National Publicity Secretary of Ohanezendigbo worldwide on Sunday. It said the leader hailed the governors of the 5 Southeast states for their support to him since his assumption of office as President General and assured that with such support and that of other Igbo leaders, including Ndigbo in diaspora, the Igbo would soon regain their greatness. Well, that is the prayer of every people, that greatness be their portion. But meanwhile, now here I go the wind and the cutting makanono go bian nuche. Emo ano me ne ku no nom. Kemesa no munne.